Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nuuli Forged. Thank you so much for bearing with us through some technical hiccups. NYC's on. Thanks for resubscribing. We are Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that plays D&D in the world of Nuuli, which came out of my brain, and some number of 5 of my friends are brave enough to play in.
Occasionally.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both Mike and Tanner are unavailable this evening. Amber is going to be a little bit late, so it's going to be a little bit fun and chaotic as we start our roll up here. But thank you all for being here. We're having some internet difficulties as well. Spectrum is apparently deciding to say fuck you to the world, and we've disconnected a few times, so if that happens again, I apologize. I don't know what to do about it except yell at Spectrum for being shitty. But they have like a near monopoly on New York, so what can I do? Anyway, let's go around and introduce our plethora of players this evening. But I'm definitely going to need a D20 roll from someone.
I think I'm overdue for one.
Great. A 2, he says. Well, players, introduce yourself, your character, and tell us, what does your character like to read? And if they do like to read, if they don't, that's okay. But if they do like to read, what do they like to read? When do they like to read? How do they like to read? Upside down, hanging from a tree, feet up, in the spa, hot tub, however it works. Let's start with Sarah.
Okay, that's me. And suddenly I'm at the top of the list. My name is Sarah, and I normally play Olive, the half orc druid. Um, and Olive loves to read. She particularly likes stories with animals as main characters, like Aesop's fables and things of that nature, where the animals are in charge.
Very cool. I dig that. And moving on up, we got Matt.
Hello, Matt, playing Spoot, the Barbarian Ranger. And wouldn't that be a fun class?
Totally would.
That's my next character. Foreshadowing. Yeah, Spoot, I think, is well established as a reader. While he is not necessarily super fond of cities, right? Prefers to be out traveling on the open road. Libraries are a pretty cool spot for him because he's just got more books than he can imagine in front of him. But otherwise, he's happy to study some notes or whatever, by the fireside camp.
So just a nice, chill, relaxing fireside reading session.
Yeah. He's hoping that when this Shade character is dealt with, he can catch up on some reading.
Love that. That would be a fantastic set of news. Ives got it. Thank you for being a great mod and booting out that reseller bot. Who
bad bot, bad.
Yeah, being a jerk, trying to sell subscriptions and followers and all that stuff. But I am Jared. I'm your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I play everyone and everything else that is not the 5-player characters. And I like to read, and therefore most of Nuuli does as well, but not all of Nuuli. Some people are very anti-reading, actually. But they tend to be fewer and far between. I like to think that Nereus I don't think Nearest would read smutty romance novels. I think he might read like cheesy romance novels where it's like, ugh, this guy.
Me. Yeah, I often think about easy romance as well.
I said cheesy, but that's okay.
Oh, well, we know where my mind is.
Oh
What
God
we
in
heard
hell!
was, I
OBS
like,
disconnected again.
you
Yeah, we
said, I
heard
like, and you went dead.
you said, I like to think.
But like OBS has not reconnected again, so it's like
Does not want to be our night tonight, does it?
No.
Valentina was saying that she was having some internet issues even before 8, so I think it's ironically probably started around 7.
Probably.
Sorry, I've got my laptop in my lap, but I realize every time I laugh or move, it does this.
Yep, sure does.
Does that make everyone sick?
Yep.
This looks like you're
Yes?
having an
This is why I
Okay.
don't have good
I think we're
internet.
back now. I think we're back. Maybe.
Earthquake! Sorry.
Maybe we're back now.
super localizer.
I'm going to get some stabilizers for the little platform. Actually, what I want is... Yeah.
Yeah.
What I want is one of those just little tables that I can put on my bed. And a firmer mattress.
Okay.
This one's 2.
All right. Geez, tonight is a night of internet shenanigans. I'm sorry.
When you left us, we were thinking.
We like to think.
Internet shenanigans are crazy tonight. It's so bad, and I don't know why. Spectrum, get your shit together. So I apologize. We broke off in the middle of conversation there. I think Nereus reads cheesy romance novels where you're like, oh, this guy, this girl, who could ever be that way? And I like to think that Greg reads any kind of esoteric lore they can get their hands on, especially like any like instruction manuals. Like they'd go nuts over a toaster, right? Yeah. And I think Defect, well, we know Defect likes to read poetry. So there we go. Cool. Well, that all being said, I can't figure out a way to postpone anymore. So let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged, shall we? This is where the intro would roll if we had a cool animated intro, but we don't, so that's okay. But let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged. Last time on Nuuli Forged, the party connected with Trip Sharprunner, archaeologist extraordinaire, and his Cuthric mount, Cruthie. After explaining why they contacted him, he agreed to show them where he suspects Craghold is. He has been searching for the location for years unsuccessfully and knows a lot of places where it isn't, which is a vast improvement for the party. However, he thinks he was on the right track before, as some days ago he was run off by black-clad, tattooed thugs, which the party recognized from description as Shade Reachers. As they traveled, the sky was blackened by a massive flock of pigeons that seemed to be migrating somewhere in a 50-mile-wide cloud. As the area around them soon became thick with birds, something in the center of the flock created some kind of a swarm, and the party was forced to battle with this wild force of nature. Almost the entire party was launched 120 feet straight up into the air, crashing back to Earth before being able to disperse the swarm. However, ultimately, the party was victorious and nobody died. They quickly made to exit the flock as quickly as they could, wading through birds of all manner of pigeon here, and resting for the night. The next day, during his morning meditations, Spoot received some words of encouragement from his god, the Horizon Walker, and noticed that the two moons, Tura and Kalari, seem closer together than they had in the south, and realized that perhaps the lunar alignment might just be a little bit closer than they had anticipated. On the party marched until they heard the sounds of battle in the near kind of region. Rushing to see what was happening, they arrived and saw this earthborn Ganassi male in a pale yellow plate armor battling a group of shade reachers, watching him slay one with his great sword, but taking many hits from arrows and other weapons in an effort to block a deadly blow from an orc using a massive glaive that the party recognized from a few days prior in the city of Winton. Spoot recognized the Earthborn as Agarien Granix, a fellow follower of the Horizon Walker, but not just a follower. Indeed, Agarien is a paladin of the Horizon Walker, a friend, and someone who is in desperate need of help at the moment. So that is where we will begin, picking up right into some battle. I'm going to need everybody, including those people who y'all are playing, to roll initiative. So just real quick, I think Matt, you're going to run Grig. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. And Olive, you're running Nereus?
Yes, and apparently I'm rolling like bonkers today.
Damn. Watch. Spoot was the first to run out, and then slowly every member of the party will pass him.
With 20s on initiative rolls.
Do you want me to do the team Griefect?
Yeah, you can do Team Griefect. Let me give you control of those tokens so you can move them. Oh, internet. Why are you being fun tonight?
Yeah, let me know. Should I just pop into D&D Beyond with both?
Yeah, you can. You can look at their character sheets on D&D Beyond. I think Grig's more accurate character sheet is actually in Roll20.
Oh, fun times.
Just because that's where Amber built the character. But you should have it in your journal and everything now.
You can't change anything on Beyond.
Correct.
So you can't mark off. I mean, I guess the effect doesn't have any spells to mark off, but
he does have rage, which
he's
can be
other
limited.
Abilities. Yeah.
Does he?
He's got many abilities, actually.
What are they? I mean, I'm not trying to be silly. I'm just like, remind me so I don't get stuck.
He hits things.
Ooh, some good initiative rolls from all of
He's
the Nereus.
good with ducks.
So Matt, go ahead, select Spoot's token and roll initiative, and then Defect and Grig. Wonderful. Wow, some solid initiatives from the heroes here today.
We will all be going first.
Oh, yeah, it's just what I suspected.
You got one more.
I'm working on it. The whole select each token thing is slowing me down.
Yeah. Particularly as all the tokens are like hiding in the corner. Yeah.
Correct. That was with advantage, or do I need to roll again?
Nope, that was with advantage. All right, cool.
What was the second roll then?
Different.
It did it in the. If you look in the chat,
the math.
it'll tell you. But that's okay. Let's look at the map. Bum bum bum.
Wouldn't that be annoying if you needed to know disadvantage?
But you don't, because he always rolls initiative at it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
Who are those things?
Let me see what's going on here. How interesting.
First.
God damn. Ah. Okay. We're back again. We had another blip in the matrix here.
Awesome.
Another blip in the matrix. Jeez. Valve's BTW, welcome in. Thanks for saying hello. All right, cool. Well, as you can see, spooked brief. Okay, good, great. All right, well, starting off some battle. Our dear friend Nereus is actually up first with Grig and Olive on deck.
Oh.
uh,
Is the pink thing Kruthi?
So this is Trip Sharp Runner down here. This is Kruthi.
Yeah.
They have kind of like scampered off.
Mm-hmm.
All the way, you all have gone running, and Defect is charging up. Spoot was right after him, but Defect's a little bit quicker, so he's gotten a little bit further along.
That's okay, I have range.
Up here, you can see Agarien, this very tall, powerfully built Earthborn Ganassi. He looks kind of like this. Yeah, he's in like a pale yellow armor. He's got like kind of long ponytail action going on. He's fighting with a big old greatsword. He's surrounded by a few black armored individuals with short swords, and then a familiar looking orc who's wielding a glaive and not a longsword. But he looks kind of like that. Kind of like dingy black, kind of covered or patinaed plate mail that he is wearing. But Nereus coming in with the rear group of casters. What would Nereus like to do?
Nereus does not need to cast Mage Armor on himself. His armor class already reflects that.
Yep.
Or his armor class is already other than that. So Nereus is going to doo-pa-doo-pa-doo. He's going to walk forward a bit. He's going to walk up to, like, probably there and hide behind. Nope. He is going to walk over to, like, there-ish.
Okay.
I think. That put him in. Yeah, and then he's going to throw some Enemo Burst at our friend the Orc.
All right, go for it.
17 to hit.
17 does not hit, unfortunately. It zips right by the orc's head, and he turns and sees you all coming up now.
Cool. Damn it.
And anything else from Nereus?
He's going to duck back behind this shrub.
Yeah, these are full trees, so they're about 3 feet wide trees. So if you're directly behind one, you have some partial cover, but your vision is also impaired.
Yep. His goal was to step behind some cover now that he's drawn attention to his existence.
Sure. And we are now to Grig with Olive on deck.
Can we do Olive with Grig on deck? I think Amber might be joining us very soon.
Oh, yeah.
So that would be...
Yeah, we can definitely do that, as they have the same initiative. So, Olive, you can go first.
Sure. Olive is also going to step over here because, okay, that puts me in the 60-foot range for the same reason Nereus did. And Olive is going to send a flaming sphere at our friend the orc.
Oh.
It is a 5-foot sphere. So it just kind of sits on him.
Yeah, so you send it over to here.
Oh, sorry. It's next to him.
Yeah.
I would actually put it just south of him, just below him.
Cool. Right between him and this dead body that you saw Agarien cut down moments ago.
Yes.
All right.
He. It's when he ends its turn. Really?
When he ends his turn next to it.
Yes.
Cool.
That's super annoying.
So there's no damage at the moment.
That is correct. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. That's stupid. Okay. Anyway.
You never know.
And that is concentration, I believe.
It is concentration, yes.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Are we getting an amber? Is that what you think?
Yep. I think that is what is happening. Or a Komodo dragon.
Oh, wonderful.
But hopefully an amber.
Where?
Fantastic.
Who?
Aha! Here she comes to save the day.
Oh, hopefully.
Mighty
Maybe
great.
to die.
Nah, no one's dying. Well, some people are dying. It won't be us.
Uh-huh.
Not today, says Spoot.
Oh, not today, says Spoot.
Spoot's... Never mind. Spoot's a little invested in this.
Oh, I understand why. I forgot to do this part.
There we go. You're becoming, I think your video is currently 2 dots, but I think it'll fix itself here in a moment.
Yep, I think it's booting.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn the camera on.
Aha. Yeah, you
Fire
might
detail.
you might need to do a little click to turn it off and turn it back on again
Okay.
in the Discord, because you can start and stop the camera in Discord, and sometimes it's just done that way. Yeah, look at that. Pop, there's your shining face. Huzzah. And
Very
it's
shiny.
Grig's turn in combat.
Hey! Well, guess what Greg's gonna do? Who's the closest enemy?
So all of the enemies currently you see are gathered up here on the north end of the map.
Got it.
You see this Earth Ganassi in armor with a great sword battling off 3 black-clad individuals that have like black tattoos, and then this nasty, mean-looking orc who's got like these dead eyes and like no expression, wielding a massive glaive, just kind of chopping at this guy, and he blocks with the great sword, blocks the glaive, but it allows others to come in and like try to stab him with short swords, and you see some arrows fly from somewhere.
Fair. Okay.
Arrows is confusing me. But
And just because Amber doesn't know, but Grig does, the enemies are the black tattooed, and our friends are the dead faced, and the.
They
The orc
seem
is also not a...
they seem to be allied. Yes, they seem to be allied at the moment, and you definitely recognize that these are the kinds of people described as shade reachers in your past encounters with them.
Got it. And so these ones are not our friends.
Correct.
Great. Okay. Well, Grig is gonna scamper up yonder. Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna do the classic. Just gonna firebolt him.
All right, do it up.
First, I'm going to open my character sheet.
We're
Sorry,
diving
did I
into
need
it
to-
live. It has been a night of like crazy internet shenanigans.
Not just
Spectrum
me
has
getting
like
home from work.
no Spectrum
No.
has like killed the connection like twice, and like it's interrupted OBS 4 times.
Oh
So
my goodness.
it has been a night.
you heard it
All
here,
right. Well,
folks.
does a 15 hit this sucker?
Unfortunately, a 15 does not hit. It smashes into his armor, but it doesn't seem to do any damage. It just like kind of the fire splatters across the back of the armor. He does turn his head though and kind of like look over this half plate and sees you. So you've
That's
been
very
noticed.
annoying. I've got. Great.
Oh, it did it
Sup, brah?
again. It did it again.
It dropped OBS.
OBS disconnected again. Yeah, wild. Oof, all
I'm
right.
gonna pull a classic Amber and continue to eat.
Yeah. We're back now, so it's all good. But unfortunately, your firebolt did not connect. But you have been
Too bad.
noticed, Greg.
Come at me, brah.
Yeah. Well, next up is actually Agarien. Defect is on deck-ish.
Okay, ish.
Yeah. So Agarien is going to attempt to deal with the people around him. So he's gonna go for the guy to the south. He's going to miss with his first attack, but he will crit on his second attack.
Woohoo!
You see this massive bolt of divine energy as he he parries off a short sword blow, or the short sword parries off the first blow, but then he wheels it around and comes up from under where the guy thought he was gonna chop down again, and slams deep into this guy's shoulder, dealing a fuck ton of damage. Oh my god, that is so much damage. That is 24, 6 damage. Wow. Almost cleaving this guy in half right off the bat. Coming in with his third sword attack, which unfortunately does get blocked. He gets one hit in, but man was it a doozy. Unfortunately now, the surrounding figures of Shade Reachers are going to retaliatorily jab him up a bit. So we've got 3-1. We'll start on the south guy. So they've actually got short swords and long swords. They're kind of wielding both, one-handed and two. So the first guy is going to hit. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. So the first guy hits twice, actually. I'm gonna need. Give me some damage for 5, and then for another 8. So not a lot of damage, but still.
Those attacks are public to us, right?
Hmm?
Normally we don't see your attacks, but we are.
That's okay.
Yeah, the Roll20 is doing something real different.
It is doing weird shit tonight, and I don't know what I felt like it changed.
I don't know where the lines are anymore.
The lines?
Yeah, like the things you used to click and draw lines.
Oh, they're under the paintbrush.
Yeah.
I don't see the paintbrush.
There's a couple of collapsed arrows on the upper left, and if you click them the other way, it will give you some moderately useful tools, all of which will expand more windows and take up more of your screen real estate.
It's like it's pushed everything just out of the frame. It's very bizarre.
The second individual does nothing but miss and whiff. However, the third guy does get a crit on poor Agarien. This is what I want to do. And you arrived, and Agarien had already been injured and was not in the best of shape. But these individuals are harrowing him down, and they are looking very mean. But it is now Defect's turn to spoot on him. Or, sorry,
They are
spoon
looking.
on deck-ish.
They are looking very mean. I don't like these issues. Well, Defect will probably try to take a diplomatic approach to this, as he often does, and have a close conversation with his axe, and he's gonna rage.
Alright. So Defect goes into the rage.
I believe he's just gonna go for the first thing he can see. How far does that take? He can move this far, right?
Yeah, he's got a 40-foot movement speed.
Gotcha. Can you remind me what Reckless Attack does? So he gets...
He gets advantage on all his attacks until the start of his next turn, but all attacks against him also have advantage.
Oh, then he's going to be Reckless. He's got full health, baby.
Alright. So he's raging, and he's reckless.
He's going to use Matter's Bane. Do I need to activate any of thing?
Nope.
Like, just roll attack? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah, there's no activating Matter's Bane. It just always does what it does.
Well, is it
but
primed for rage?
A 25 will hit. And that will down this individual, which means he has to make a wisdom saving throw or turn to dust.
Yeah.
But with a natural 20, he does succeed on the wisdom saving throw.
Lame.
But he still is decidedly dead as Defect rushes up and chops into him, dropping him down.
Okay, as a bonus action, you enter rage for up to 1 minute. You gain advantage on strength. +3 melee damage. Oh, so add a +3 to that. Well, he's dead anyway. Okay.
He's super dead.
Kill him again!
Order.
Cool. Okay, I cannot mark it off, unfortunately, but we'll remember.
Yep, just take a note.
Cool. Can I move and attack again? He gets 2 attacks or 3?
He gets 2 attacks. Yep.
2 attacks. I'm gonna step up here, and I'm gonna attack this guy.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh,
29 will Oh, right, you're reckless. So yeah, that's a crit.
+3 to that.
So that's 27, 32, 5 plus another 3.
Did that do right? I clicked on the thing.
No, that didn't do.
Okay, so just add 3.
Just add 3. So that would be 30, 20, 30, 35 damage. Nice.
Spooks back there yelling, "Save some for me!"
Now, but he used his bonus action to rage, so he does not get his bonus action attack on this turn.
Gotcha, but it's 2 attacks for regular.
Yeah, he gets 2 attacks always. He has multi-attack.
That's right.
He just normally when he crits, he gets a free attack as a bonus action, but he used his bonus action to rage.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
We're fine. We killed somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do have spells. Look at that.
Yep. It is now the orc's turn. The orc immediately steps away from this fireball that has appeared next to him. And he calls over and he says, "Target the interlopers." And then proceeds to swing his glaive towards Agarien. Cool. Which will miss on the first attack. Oh, but crits on the second attack. And also hits on the third attack.
Don't you... Oh, no. Don't you do this to me, Jared.
So... That's a lot of damage. Critting on a glaive is mean! 34 points of damage on the crit attack. And he's got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Or be turned to dust?
Is that a failure? That's a failure. Wow.
Impossible. He's a paladin.
That's why he failed, actually.
Go.
So, something happens. You see Agarien's eyes kind of falter a little bit. The second attack deals him. You can see that it's not just the edge of the glaive that is
Lose him
hurting.
again.
Oh, God damn it. Maybe it's OBS, but something is fucking...
You froze for us in Discord too.
Okay, so it's Spectrum then. In all of its
Yeah.
Spectrum glory.
You heard it here, folks. Spectrum doesn't like nerds.
Like people.
Yeah. Spectrum is just being a dick. But you see that what happens when he gets hit by this, it's not just the glaive that's doing damage. There's also this black energy that seems to be like leeching off of the blade and draining into Agarien.
Can we cut it out with the black energy weapons, people? Come on, everybody, just put them down. Let's talk about this.
And he takes another 20...
Oh, dear.
22 damage. And you see Agarien fall to his knee and fall over onto the ground.
Crap.
That's bad.
He is unconscious and prone.
No, that's not good.
And you see then the orc kind of like backs up to sort of just see what's going on here and like kind of reassess the battle. But Spoot, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move my 30 feet.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep, you can rush right on up.
I guess that's as far as I can get. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Kind of want to raise Curious, but I don't know if now's the time.
What you got?
Sorry, things moving slow for me too. Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is a classic. We're going to do some Spirit Guardian.
All right. We got some Spoot Guardians.
Boot.
And they flitter around me. Obviously, everyone that's not the person on the ground or my friends is not my friend.
Mm-hmm.
That was an action. That might be all I can do right now. Oh, I can. No, but I can't. Can I bonus action Healing Word with Pulse? No, because that's still a spell, isn't it?
It is still a spell, yeah.
Okay. We shall wait.
Yeah. I mean, he only just went down, so...
True. But these sticks could hit him. Yeah, I might just yell that out, say, like, let's take out these last two guys and protect... Oh gosh, I'm gonna say his name wrong. Agarien?
Yep, that's it.
Protect Agarien. Turnover.
Alright. It is at that point when 3 arrows strike out at defect. One of them hit.
Whence?
Two of them hit. One is a crit. For 15 piercing damage, reduced to 7. And the crit is 28 piercing damage, reduced to 14. And
Where did they come from?
And you see, there's a guy with a bow over here.
Hey, there he is.
As you look over and see those arrows, Spoot, you also get hit by 3 arrows, or 3 arrows fire at you. We'll see if they hit. The first one has advantage. You didn't see the guy. Is a crit for 22 points of piercing damage.
Reduced to 0. I'm just kidding.
The second attack is not at advantage because he's revealed himself. So that's a 12, which misses, and then a 9. So I just need one Constitution saving throw, DC 11.
That guy shoots a lot of arrows.
Sure does.
It's
Legolas.
like they're trained to do it.
What?
And you see, indeed, there are 2 marksman-looking individuals clad in black with these black, vicious longbows doing their thing.
He's only got 2 arrows knocked, so...
You know that they did fire 3 arrows. Next up, we have Trip Sharprunner himself, riding on Kruthi. They're just going to kind of skitter up to here, and how far away is that? He wonders.
So he stops to ponder and squanders his turn.
Gets out his viewfinder.
No, he casts Ray of Frost at the orc, but a 13 will miss. It bounces harmlessly off of the orc's plate armor. But that brings us to Nereus, with Olive on deck, followed by Grig.
Hey, I'm still Nereus. Nereus is going to... Yeah. He's going to drop a fireball right here.
Ooh. Alright, let's do this action.
Are you going after the big... I missed the here. Is it after the big orc?
It is between the big orc and one of the marksmen, and I think it's going to catch one of the other dudes.
Oh, the orc is an enemy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he bad guy.
Yeah, like that.
He was one of the messengers.
So that will hit the guy next to Agarien and the orc, but it will not hit the archer.
Boo. Okay.
It's alright. That's pretty good.
You can move it over to hit the archer if you want, you just won't get the other guy.
Yeah. I think...
Let's get the archer.
Alright. So boom. That will get the orc and the marksman.
Right. I need to watch something for that, don't I?
Yep. Alright. Dex is not this guy's best snap. Okay, yep, that's a fail.
Great.
Cool. And the marksman, however, is quite dexterous and saves.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's a nimble little fella. So, 37 damage, so half of that is what?
16?
16?
18.
18?
36.
36.
18 and 18.
Oh, yes, yeah. Man, I can't math. I was like rounding down a lot.
However, the orc takes the full bamboozle. And you see this little mote of fire kind of erupt all around him, lighting some trees on fire as well, of course.
It would not be the Misfits if we didn't set something on fire.
It's true. It's true.
So, is that also snow it would be melting?
Sorry?
Would that be melting the snow?
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, like it's melting it a little bit. Yeah, sure.
Would that water from the melted snow then put out the fire?
I mean, the fire doesn't linger.
Oh, it just like singes the pines.
Yeah, so like, well, it's yeah, because like the fire is magical at first, but then it kind of just things. So like, it's just a little bit charred in like this area, because that was the epicenter of the blast. So there's a little fire going on here. Cool. Wonderful. Anything else
Shouldn't
from
be
Nereus?
pondering how
It
the
helps
snow-
to drop. I need more
God
fire.
damn it.
How much snow would it take to put out fire on a tree surrounded by snow?
Ugh, God damn it. Okay, we're back. Jesus. I apologize for for all the hiccups that we're having tonight. I don't know what's going on with the interwebs. But hey, we're back. So that's okay. So that's Nereus's turn. I assume he steps back behind the tree.
Yes.
Cool. All right, so he does that. That brings us to Olive with Grig on deck.
Olive is going to throw some third level healing word at our friend, the unconscious paladin.
Okay. Yeah. Go it up. Are you within range?
I am. I've just checked.
Awesome. Love it.
Fortunately, my bonus action, which means I can't move the spear that's just sitting there burning nothing.
All right. Stuff got burned pretty well.
Everything else I would want to do is either a spell or a bonus action. So, well, that was fun. I'm just going to step back behind this tree with Nereus. Now that she's pissed off some archers.
Yeah. Okay.
And some trees.
All right.
Again.
Well, that's great. Agarien's eyes flutter open. No longer.
Olive has a bit of a reputation in the tree community. It's a shame she also uses them to travel.
But we go now to Grig.
Grig is going to use this handy dandy hex ring and hex that sucker, that archer up there.
All right. So you concentrate on the hex.
That's cool. When did I missed that?
I have a ring, and I don't always remember to use it, but today I'm remembering. And then I'm going to, because we can do this, because a bonus action and a cantrip is allowed, right?
Yes.
Yep. A bonus action, as long as they're both not leveled spells, it's totally okay.
Boom. So there's my hex ring, and now I'm going to firebolt said archer. Does a 22 hit.
22 absolutely hits.
Great, and here comes the extra, what is it, D8 of damage?
Awesome.
1d6
D6.
of necrotic. Oh, only 2.
All
So
right,
17 total
17 damage. Yeah, so this black swirling vortex just kind of encompasses this archer as you boom, shoot your firebolt and blast him right in the chest. His black clothing is singed a little darker now.
Excellent. And then I am going to scamper to be inside our spirit guardians.
All right. Very nice.
Come to me.
Agarien gets up and looks over and says, "My thanks, friends," and goes to lay into this guy right above him here, up at the top.
He wakes up and he's like, "Where was I? Oh yeah."
Oh yeah, killing things.
Splitting things.
Yeah. He
With
is
his
going
3
to-
hit points.
Yeah. He's going to make 3 attacks on this guy.
Oh, he's got 11. It's not bad. Yeah, very nice. That's a good healing word.
The first 2 attacks miss. This guy is just blocking it with his long sword and his short sword, kind of making like the X, like huh, huh. But the third attack gets through, dealing.
He pokes him.
Yeah, he deals 24 damage to him in 1 attack. You see that every time he hits with an attack, there's like this brilliant burst of divine light that just kind of poof, pulses into his enemies.
Oh, there we go.
And you hear him say, as he like smashes into this guy, "The roads of Nuuli will be safe from you." It's just a thing he says. Next up, we have our two shade reachers here with defect on deck.
One of them should prepare to take some turtle damage.
Yes, it makes a wisdom saving throw, doesn't he? That is a
Correct.
2. So go ahead, roll turtle damage.
I'm gonna do your worst, turtles.
They might. Turtles could kill him.
15.
And you see like these big turtles like buffet him, and he kind of like dodges one. But then there's this little tiny turtle about the size of like, just a few inches, just filling in the gaps here, and it just swims right through his left eye and out his right eye after it like muddles around in his brain, and he just pulls the gore out, killing
Horrifying.
this
Spook froze up a little bit in his
black clad. He got lost in there. It's not his fault.
Oh God, what have I done? Don't make me dismiss you.
Oh my god.
So there will be only one guy attacking Agarien.
Oh God.
At this moment. A 20 will hit for 7 slashing damage.
Hey, he's still up.
And another long sword attack will miss.
Oh. Okay.
And the short sword attack will also miss with a 17.
Yeah.
But he's looking worried now, and he kind of looks over to the orc. Should we retreat?
Don't let him get away, he says.
And now we're up to defect.
Oh, that's me. Unless Amber wants to take over. He's raging.
He is.
So he's going to.
His reckless drops until.
His reckless drops?
Yeah, it's only until the
unless
start
I
of his turn.
Unless I reactivate.
You can redo it, but it's the bonus action to do so. Or
Correct.
it's not a bonus action, I don't think.
No, it's just part of
Yeah,
the
it's just part of the
choices
attack.
you make.
Yeah.
You know what? I think
Yes.
that they can handle that, says Defect in his brain.
Cool. So Defect
doesn't say
goes
that loud.
rushing by. The guy does take a swipe at him with his longsword. That's a 19 to hit Defect.
Oh, it just hits. Well,
For 8 slashing reduced to 4.
Okay, he shrugs that off without much of a thought. Minus 4. I'm having to keep up with it here. And he's going to attack not recklessly.
Okay.
No, he is going to attack recklessly. Yeah, reckless attack.
All right. Go for it.
Will a 26 hit? Ooh, that's pathetic.
A 26 will absolutely hit.
Plus 3?
Just a moment. Where's the damn... There it is. Yes, a 26 will absolutely hit for 9 slashing damage. And I need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw as he hits this black armor that looks like it has... There used to be some kind of emblem on the front that seems to have like been shorn off.
I feel like Defect's always... This is what's going to kill him.
Okay.
12.
Okay, so for the time being, Defect cannot... Well, there's stuff that Defect can't do that I will not tell you unless it becomes pertinent.
Defect is now going to experiment. He tries touching his nose and his ear at the same time.
Defect is under the effects of some condition.
But can he attack?
That's what matters.
He can attack.
Great. He's got to do it again.
Yeah, go for it.
This is what we call crit fishing. And it didn't happen. Plus
but
3.
He does do another 19 damage, which is great.
Excellent.
It is now the orc's turn. And you see he kind of like sizes up Defect and says, I was wondering if I'd get to see you. Archers, destroy the turtle. and he lays into defect with his glaive. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We heard archers, and then oh Jesus Christ!
And we were like, oh no,
Archers!
not the archers.
Yes, okay. God, we are all the glitching tonight. He says, "Archers, destroy the turtle," and then he lays into defect with his glaive.
Oh, okay.
He is
Bring it on.
he is ordering his archers to attack Spoot for some reason. His first attack on defect is a crit.
That kind of sucks a little.
So defect takes 15 slashing damage, reduced to 7, and 21 necrotic damage, which is not reduced.
Ooh, so that's 28 total, right?
Yep. Then he attacks again. Oof, but misses that time with a 9. Good thing he had advantage. And a 24 for the third attack for another 11 slashing damage, reduced to 5, and 3 necrotic. I also need defect to make 2 wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay, that's a fail.
Okay.
Shall I keep going, or has the
Yep.
damage been done?
Nope,
Oh,
do it again.
damn it.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
this is very good. It's very good. Defect is no longer a part of this plane.
Defect is currently suffering a -2 to his wisdom score for the next minute.
Well,
Helpful.
just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
Which means that his saves will have a -1, his skill checks have a -1 to what they currently do. Whatever his score is, it's currently reduced by 2.
So that gives, yeah, so it's 0, so he's at a -2.
Okay, so he's down from a 10 to an 8.
I don't think I can change that, but I can try.
You very good. I don't think you can, but just keep track of it, because it may come into play here, depending on how things go.
How many more wisdom saves?
But hey, it's Spoot. Yeah, isn't it mean to have a guy who has a weapon that, like, uses the thing and then destroys the thing? It's so mean. So
Yeah,
mean. Who would do that?
Jared.
Hey, I didn't craft the weapon. Someone in this world's crafted the weapon.
Oh, there you go.
Matt Mercer? I'm just kidding. No, it's you. It was all you. Can't even blame Matt.
Nope. All right, well, Spoot, it's your turn.
Coolio. Spoot is going to try to grab his band of turtles and make his way to... What am I going to do? Let's find out how to do this.
If you click them both, you should just be able to shift.
Here should get
Yeah.
everyone. I did move defect, though.
I was like, where'd he go?
A plane shifted defect.
Here, I took care of defect.
Defect's like, man, this wisdom thing is rough.
What's going on?
I could have sworn I was back there.
Spoot, what would you like to do?
Oh, sorry, I should stop having an earthquake. Well, that's a good question. I should probably think about that, huh? Can I throw a quick health? Medicine check, that's what it's called, at the orc monster.
Yeah.
I almost did it with defect, that would have been hilarious. That's not great.
He's hurt.
Could I say that I've got advantage because I spend a great deal of time with orcs?
No, because every orc is different.
Okay, it's worth a shot.
You play with all our.
I will never knock the hustle.
Always going for the hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, so I'm concentrating on that, so I can't do the other thing I was going to do. But what I can do is upcast Guiding Bolt on the orc.
You can certainly try.
Oh, that stinks.
A 12, unfortunately. He sees it coming and then redirects the like haft of his glaive and kind of pew, knocks the spell energy away.
That would have been awesome.
Anything else, Spoot?
I don't think I can do anything else because I spelled.
All right. Next up, we have the marksmen, who are going to follow their commander's orders, and they each take 3 shots at Spoot.
Wait, sorry. I did think of a bonus action I can do.
Okay. What do you
Is
got?
it too late?
Nope.
Actually, well, let's see. Maybe I've fucked this up.
If it's a concentration spell, you would lose Spirit Guardians.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you could go into your shell as a bonus action, but that's an action. It's a bonus to emerge. So
Correct.
I should have thought of that sooner. Okay.
So, first, the archer, the marksman over this way, fires 3 shots. He's going to use his archer's eye to add some... He's going to use it to add a little bit extra damage to you. An 11 will miss, a 14 will miss, but a 19 just hits you, I believe, correct?
Correct.
He will add a little bit of damage. Ooh, he's adding the whole die of damage, apparently. 24 piercing damage to you, Spoot. As
Jesus.
one arrow just manages to get between the plates, between, like, your shell and, like, the tummy shell, and it just lodges right into your side.
Right in my hip.
Right in your hip zone.
Tummy
So
shell.
make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, please.
Eat that.
Yeah, no problem for Spoot. The next guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to use the same ability. An 18 will miss, a 16 will miss, and a 17 will miss. So,
Oh my god.
so he burned the ability for nothing.
Thankfully, there were stormtroopers firing at us.
Yeah.
Actually, those are all pretty good hits.
Yeah, these are these arrows. One of them just like gets you, but the other 5, bounce off your shell and your shield.
I
Without,
would like to think I bend over to pull the one out of my hip, and one goes like,
yeah, right over your head. Like, phew, like good thing you bent down to pull that one in the side.
Those all would have known. So
that could have gone so much worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, Trip and Kuthri will hamper up there, and Trip is going to. Well, let's see. What's the spell do? I should remember these things. Let's see. Yeah. So they're gonna kind of go up towards this guy. So Trip is on Q3 at the moment. The token is just next to her. And he blasts out a spell. And you see a cone of like dazzling lights as he's like, "Get wrecked, fucker!" And he is going to roll some hit points here. Let's see how he does. 45.
What?
Cool.
He did wreck them. Jeez.
Well, that's not the damage he did. Unfortunately, his spell is not very effective as the hit points he would have affected, he did not roll high enough.
Oh, that stinks.
Unfortunately, he's like, "Arr!" And he and Q3, he's like, "Whoa, back it up, Q3." And they back up the 5 feet that they have remaining. Next up, we go to Nereus with Olive on deck.
Nereus is going to move up behind this tree now, and is gonna throw some Animo Burst at this dude over here.
Yep. Totally doable. Go for it.
9.
29 will hit for 8 thunder damage. Wonderful. Anything else from Nereus? Oh no, it did it again, didn't it?
That is it. Yes, I think.
Okay, am I back? I'm back.
Yes, you're back.
We destroyed the orc while you were gone.
Great, I love that.
I hope you don't mind.
Boy vey.
Olive is going to. Olive is next, yeah?
Yes, Nereus hit the marksman for 8 thunder damage, so we're good.
Great. Olive is going to bonus action move this flaming sphere.
Mhm.
Gonna put it into the orc.
Cool. You'd have to move out here to see what you're doing there.
Move that flaming sphere and chuck it at the orc.
Yeah, do it.
As a bonus, move it, and when I move it, I can hit people with it. And he needs to make a Dex 17 saving throw.
Ooh, not his strong suit.
No. Of course, it.
Oh no, it just goes right all up in him.
Cool. It does a lot. 7 points of fire damage.
7 points of fire damage. Very nice.
Right, because I'm pretty sure I cast it at that level. Yeah, I totally did. That's the one the spell's locked on. Yep.
All right.
Yeehaw.
Cool. Anything else?
That was a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So Olive still has an action. Does she have any useful actions that don't take concentration?
Yeah, no, that's always the problem with wisdom casters.
Yep. I've moved 10 feet through to get to where I am now.
Correct.
Cool. I'm going to move, close that stupid window, another 20 feet up here to Nereus, where Nereus is, and I'm going to throw an infestation at our friendly archer there.
All right. This poor archer. Being the victim.
What? He started it.
He did.
Seconded it.
He's just following orders, man. He fails. He takes 8 poison damage.
Great.
That's what you get for following orders.
Cool. Anything else, Olive?
That is all for Olive.
All right. Then we go to Greg.
Cool. When I cast my hex, I forgot to say what they get disadvantage on.
Oh, yes. Sure. Go for it.
And I'm picking Constitution.
Cool. It only affects ability checks and not saving throws.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, it's kind of...
Well, then, whatever. Fine. Let's make it an ability check of Dex, because why not?
Okay.
Because fuck that. Don't use your dexterity. Dexterity. That's a word.
Yep.
Great. So I'm going to step out, and I am going to just firebolt that sucker. 19.
19 will absolutely hit.
Great. 22 fire damage plus another 2 necrotic.
Yeah, that blasts him over. He half his body just singes in flame, and he kind of pats it out real quick.
Good.
Anything else from Greg?
No, I'm gonna stay right there.
Cool. Agarien is going... Yeah. Agarien is going to swing at this guy in front of him yet again. Which, does that hit? That does hit. That's nice. His first attack lays in solidly for 22 points of damage. His next attack is a natural 20, which you see him kind of mutter a deep prayer, and he says, "By the path of the walker, you shall be removed as an obstacle." And he
needs to work on his catchphrases. They need to be concise.
He's not much of a chatterbox. He's just kind of a guy. He spends a lot of time traveling.
He's a charisma-based character.
He's just some guy.
That doesn't mean he's good at vocalizing. He
Ah,
could just be
picking on
very
that.
sexy.
That's well.
But either way, his greatsword plunges into this guy's heart, and he's like, "Ugh!" And you see like the divine energy flow down the blade into the wound, and like up and out, like, and this guy's eyes and mouth open up and shine a brilliant light for a split second before he falls back off the blade, no longer moving.
That was far less disturbing than the turtle pinball.
He doesn't have turtles.
That was a cool death.
The more I think about it, the more I envision this tiny turtle like chewing on an eyeball as it comes out.
He's just like, oh.
Agarien will then look to you very quickly, Spoot, and be like, the orc or the archers?
Am I meant to answer in this moment?
Yep.
Archers, we've got the orc.
Are you kidding me? Okay.
He nods and rushes over to this marksman here to make his final attack. Another natural 20! Oh my god, Agarien is back at it. Damn. Holy bananas.
You know, that near
Oh my god, that is
adrenaline.
so much damage. I think he just killed him. 22, 32, 43 damage. Oh, he's still alive!
Oh, damn it.
But you see Agarien, like, slams in and it, like, cuts the guy, like, so deeply through the armor, and you hear this, like, tearing of leather armor as suddenly this guy is just, like, bleeding from this, like, massive wound across his chest and body. And he's like, oh, fuck me, man! Ugh, this is horrible! Ugh, I need hazard pay. He's not having a good time.
I need hazard pay.
Well, it would be the Shade Reachers, but they're all dead. So we go to Defect.
Defect is also going to go after the archers. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. That guy was almost dead. I didn't want the orc to like do some like juju and kill him.
That's fair.
Defect may also die, but I'll throw him into the fire, I guess, because he likes it.
Close from the fire,
He
actually.
can take it. Historically. I clicked on spells. I'm sorry. I forgot who I was playing. Defect would like to commune with nature.
Is he going to be reckless again?
Seems to be a prime time for nature communing.
I don't know. What would
the
Defect
great
do?
weapon thing. Defect would do the great weapon thing. Weapon master.
You're right. What does that mean?
Means
Is that not at all?
It means he minuses 10 or minuses 5 from the attack, but gets a plus 10 to damage.
He would do that while reckless, wouldn't he? He can't do both.
That is
can
something that Mike has done.
He can do both.
Can he do both? He
Yeah.
can do both.
Yeah,
You know what?
it's not a
He's-
bonus action.
He's not dead yet. He'll do both.
Go for it.
Reckless, great weapon, matters bane. Hiya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Will
23,
a 23?
a 23 will hit for 16 damage.
19 damage. He's
Thank
raging.
Thank you. And I need a wisdom saving throw for Defect.
Oh, buddy. So I have to subtract 2 from this.
No, just one, because every 2 points is a subtraction.
Oh,
no.
just, you know what?
All right. Defect suffers another -1 to his wisdom score.
So what is he up to? He's up to, what is he up to?
I believe he is now down to 7.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Definitely prime nature communing.
All right, he doesn't.
Oh,
need-
wait,
you don't
no.
need.
Sorry, that's the wrong effect. It's still a wisdom score. It's still a failure. None of you know what is currently going on.
Is he back up to 8?
No.
He's-
Yes,
not?
he's back up to 8.
Okay, because something else happened.
Something else is affecting him that you don't know yet.
Is that? I feel like every 2 episodes there's like, and something happened to Defect, and no one will know because he won't talk about it. No one will ask him.
Yep.
Um,
And maybe fire plane.
it's fair.
Is he going to attack again? Oh, god damn it. Did it
Attack.
stop again?
Right.
Froze again.
Ugh,
Now you're back.
this fucking... I don't know what's going on. I wonder if it's my computer or I don't know what it is.
Your building hates you today.
It is. I'm gonna make a very sternly worded call to Spectrum after this.
To Queens.
That's right.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, second attack?
Yeah, does Great Weapon Master apply through this whole shenanigans?
No,
All three attacks?
you call it.
Oh, I call it every attack.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm reckless already, so yes. Hiya, take 2.
Alright, yeah, the second.
Thank God.
No,
Does the 16 hit?
Unfortunately, an 11 will not hit.
An 11. I shouldn't have called it, huh? That was great damage.
Okay.
I got a third attack, right? Oh, no, I don't. That's only the crit thing. Damn it.
Only if you crit or drop a creature to 0 hit points.
Yeah, okay.
Next up, we have our friendly neighborhood orc. At the end of Defect's turn, I need him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, because of the fireball. Interesting.
Fire.
Yep, he is next to the fire.
Well, hopefully it's better than wisdom. It's not.
Even with the
roll
advantage of the
fire damage. What was that?
Yeah,
Oh,
gets
and he has advantage because it's a visual.
Yeah. He saw it coming and he was like...
Actually,
Oh, no.
Defect cannot give or have advantage at the moment.
Okay.
Interesting. Good thing we never take advantage of his giving advantage thing anyway.
Well, the good news is that it only takes 3 fire damage. From
Reduced to 1.
Not fire.
not fire.
Yep.
3.
Yep. So
Not a
he
barbarian.
suffers all 3 of the damage of the flames.
Oh, that is the most not a
Alright.
barbarian thing ever.
Yep.
I used to be able to click defects and or anything really in Roll20, but now I cannot.
No
Sorry
clicking
for the
allowed.
bouncing.
What
So
the-
Okay, I see what I've done. It's
he
okay.
succeeds on his wisdom saving throw against the turtles.
Of course he does. Why would he not? He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, a big bad guy. I'm still gonna hit him with something though, right?
Yeah, go for it. Because he'll take the half damage.
7.
All right.
7 or 6?
He takes 6 damage.
6.
So you see him. He moves over to this other side of Defect. Swings twice. That is a 24 to hit for 9 slashing reduced to 4 and 8 necrotic damage. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Defect's not sweating yet.
He's just
No.
very unwise.
Yeah, well, it's only gonna get worse.
12. That is a failure, so now he goes down to 7.
Oh, I thought 11 was the DC.
No, where did you get that idea?
I don't know. I hoped it was low.
Nope. It's not high, it's middling, but wisdom is not Defect's save stat.
No, he's gonna continue to be reckless because
So
Not so wise.
the next thing that you see is the glaive swings around, slices the dead body next to him,
don't you fucking do it.
catches a piece of whatever flesh he manages to carve off of his fallen comrade, and says, "Shattered, come." And in a burst of hellish black fire, a form emerges beneath him, rising him up as he is mounted upon the creature's back. And you see a hellish nightmare appears. A horse wreathed in flame,
I want one.
desiccated skin. Its forehead, you see a massive gaping wound as though something was torn from its forehead, and massive scars along its shoulder haunches, all burning bright with fire and hatred.
Can you just counterspell that?
No. It's not a spell.
Can you do something about that, Druid? Counter animal that.
Counter animal.
Send that thing back where it came.
And you see he rises up. He has said, "Shattered appear," and this creature appears out of nowhere under him. And you see, like, as he does so, he shoves the part of the person he summoned into the creature's mouth, and it scarfs it down, and it rears back, and they fade from existence and disappear.
So he's gone.
He seems to have disappeared, yes.
I
Alright,
tire
well.
of these games.
I'm still gonna fuck up this archer.
Yep. And who knows what they're doing. Spoot and Defect could make perception checks, actually, I suppose.
Okie dokie. Good. Defect didn't even get a chance to swipe at him.
Didn't leave his threatened area, funnily enough. So, Spoot, as they disappear, you hear that, like, horrible, nightmarish neighing and braying, and then you feel like you hear a galloping away, but not in the physical realm. Like, you don't see the snow move. It's like you just have the mental image of that sound. Wild, huh? And Spoot, with that, it is your turn.
What?
Things that I can't remember the name of.
Is Spoot wise enough to have any inkling of what might have occurred? Because I sure as hell did not.
Make a religion check.
I'm going to use my special ability.
Yeah, go for it.
Plus something.
Plus 5.
4? 5?
So, 25. Yes. It is obvious to you that that orcish individual is some form of, like, a fallen paladin. Like, he's got all those kind of traits and abilities. You saw him essentially... he wasn't casting a spell like Summon Steed or Find Steed or anything like that. He seemed to be bonded in a particular way to that creature, which you know, based on that roll, it was indeed a nightmare. And the way that you create a nightmare is you capture a unicorn, cut off its wings, tear its horn off, and force it to consume the flesh of humanoids. In a very dark, hellish ritual. You don't know what the ritual is, you just know it's dark and evil. It's a very bad thing. Because unicorns are quite celestial in nature.
I'm very sad.
He seemed
Even
to
more
have some kind of connection to that creature.
I'm even more sad because I'm not entirely sure I can stop him.
With a 25, I will also say that you would know that nightmares have the ability to travel into the ethereal plane.
Right, but he is not leaving the threatened square, but he's not there, correct?
Based on what just happened, you think, like, as soon as this mount appeared and got given the flesh, then they have this tactic where that is what he does. He disappears. The nightmare kind of stepped into the ethereal plane, and you know that the ethereal plane intersects space with the material plane, but not time. So the ethereal plane is like this interconnective, like astral, not quite the astral plane, but it's this interconnecting plane of like energy and thought that there are spells and abilities that let you cross into it and like see into it. But apparently,
I didn't prep him.
Yeah, nightmares can exit stage left right quick if they want to. So you're pretty sure that's what happened. But that is what you get on a 25. What would you like to do with your
Powered.
turn?
Spoot says. And I guess I'm going to have to do interplanar abilities.
God damn it.
Yes.
Back again.
Okay, no.
Uh,
Okay.
Do something.
So what would you like to do, Spoot? That's what you get on a
Wait
25.
for him to quit freezing. Short of trying to blanket the area with some kind of spell, I think I gotta let him go, so let's check in on the wounded. Oh wait, no, there's still an archer. What am I saying?
There's 2 archers still.
There's 2
Still up.
archers. Alright, Defect, let's see at this guy, and I'm gonna run over to this archer.
2 archers and they hate you.
Well, maybe they'll stand down. You know, as I'm running to them, I'll yell out something like, "This is your last chance to run."
Okay.
I moved Defect again. I'm so sorry. Come on, he gets
Come on,
swept.
Defect.
He gets swept up by the turtles.
Yeah.
All right, I need to be able to do so I can save my action. Okay, great.
Cool.
Sorry.
So what will you do?
I would like to use. Fuck it. We'll do a little. No, guiding bolt is dead. No, it's not. Okay, guiding bolt.
All right, make your.
Once again, second level spell, guiding bolt.
Yeah, do it. 28 will absolutely hit for 18 radiant damage. And the next attack has advantage, is that true?
Correct, which is gonna be a defect, I think.
Anything else on your turn?
I believe I could. Let me check my. I might could. Massey one word. What's a range? 60 feet? Who would I hit?
Definitely defect, Greg. I think everybody actually.
I think I'd hit everybody. Yeah, why don't we just do it just in case something silly happens? Alright, cast that as 3rd level spell.
Oh, okay. I don't need anything.
Oh, well. Everyone gets 9 if they so choose.
Alright, great. You all feel this like energy build inside you as a happy turtle floats in front of you for a moment and disperses in front of your vision, healing you for 9 if you so need it. Wonderful. Next up is the marksman. The one with Agarien senses trouble in the water and disengages and starts running, shouting, "Shurga!" and just starts running away.
What name did he say?
Shurga. The other one looks at you, looks after where that orc was, and says, "Son of a bitch!" He's gonna fire 3 times at you.
Cool, this is his turn?
This is his turn.
Is he
he makes a
prepared?
wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Is he prepared?
He rolls an 18.
I forgot the DC.
Which I believe saves. Or
DC is
doesn't.
18s.
Meets it, beats it.
Yep.
So he takes half this damage. Go ahead and roll. So he
7.
takes 7. His highest attack was an 18. Or sorry, a 19.
Against you. He's showing.
Oh. Gotcha, that's the only one that landed.
You take 12 piercing damage. DC 10
Copy.
DC 10 con save for the Spirit Guardians. You're fine. And then he starts running off as well. He runs off the map.
He has half speed. Can you make it that far?
He has half speed for 5 feet. so he uses 10 feet to get out of range, and then runs another 20 feet. So he's 25 feet into the forest, into the trees.
All right, we can make chase, right?
If you want to, but he's like running. Trip is going to hold his turn to see what y'all do.
I wish there was some kind of like grappling hook attack where we could like capture these guys. Is there?
If you've got a lariat, you could try, or a net. Nereus,
I do have a net.
Go fishing.
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
What will Nereus do?
Nereus is going to hold. Nereus is going to stand there and look confused.
Okay, great. What's Olive going to do?
She's going to move that flaming sphere away from Defect.
Cool. So you just like pull it back.
Chase the archer. Little balls.
Olive can't see the archer through the trees.
Oh, okay.
Like this immediate area is pretty open, but like it's dense trees like beyond that. Greg.
Pretty sure where he last saw the knight.
I'm gonna run forward and firebolt that guy.
Yeah.
25.
Yep, and he goes down.
13 total.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yep, just you hear him go fucking Shurga as he screams and immolates, and then this black fire energy. So now there's a corpse on the ground with a swirling black vortex around it.
Nice.
Awesome. The late sincerest form of flattery, you know.
Agarien will will just kind of assume a non-aggressive stance and then move and dash over to Spoot and be like, "Thank you for the aid, Spoot. Do we continue?" Which then goes to Defect.
In the middle of answering, he's going to see Defect dart off toward the archer and say, like, we would like to keep him alive if you catch him.
Make a survival check for Defect.
You're just fucking with me now.
He's got to track a guy through dense trees. He's not that far in, but he's got to go the right way.
Well, this is not going to happen, but I'll do it for the humor of it.
Roll high.
Ability, which is
That's why we do anything.
Well,
really
subtract whatever you need to from that.
So that's a 16. It's just a -1.
Oh, that's right. That's not bad.
Yeah. Or actually, no, it's a 7, so it's a -2 now. But it's still a 15.
Yeah. Okay.
But that is enough to catch up to the guy.
Can you, like, non-lethal hit him with a
You can try.
back? I just need to roll an attack roll, don't I? Well, I'll do the whole thing. 17?
17 would hit.
18. 8 plus 3, if that we're still counting toward the non-lethal.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, 11.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I can keep going. You're right.
yeah, you just do that twice.
Yeah.
That's right.
21 will hit for another 13.
Great. I guess that's it.
Yeah. Are you going to chase after them as well, Spoot? It's now your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna chase after him. I got my net out.
Cool. Do you want to try to capture this person with your net?
How close can I get to him with 30 feet?
Defect is kind of like right there. So you can get at least within like tossing distance, although it's going to be very difficult because you're trying to net him through trees.
You're running through a dense
Is
forest.
there any way to drop? Wait.
What? What you got?
Turtles, because that would slow him down.
Oh,
Oh,
goddamn.
non-lethal, unfortunately. Spook like to cast Snare.
Okay, great.
Um,
Go for it. Go
just
ahead.
kidding.
Cast snare.
I'm just kidding. I wish that existed. Yeah, let's try to throw this net, I guess, if I can't actually catch him to do physical non-lethal.
Cool. Yeah. So, what this is going to be? Let me just double check here. Yeah. So you just make a attack roll with the net, and if you hit him, he will be restrained. But he's got like a +3 to his armor class because of all the trees right now.
Okay. Did that hit him?
A 19 +8. Wow, you guys are strong. A 19 just misses. It looks like it's going to, and then it wraps around a branch and gets gnarled up in the trees.
I'm not entirely sure that +8 should have counted for the net, if I'm being honest.
It would be strength plus proficiency.
It probably is a +6 then. I think the Requiem gives me a boost, so it probably would have been a +6, because that's my claw attack.
Okay. Then, yeah.
Still misses.
It would miss, yeah. The cover was just too much. Anything else on your turn, Spoot?
I don't know, medicine check? Is he pretty close?
Make a medicine check.
This guy seems to have a lot of health.
He looks pretty beat up. Yeah, like he's beat up. But he also looks like he's a really well-trained and well-conditioned individual. So, who knows?
Okay, well, while Spoot's fumbling with his net, I guess Defect can hit him as he runs away.
Well, he has to make a wisdom saving throw at the start of his turn. He fails.
Oh, the turtles are gonna kill him, aren't they? I totally forgot about that.
He fails. Go ahead. Make your turtles attack.
He's no longer a friend?
I guess I could have dropped it, but I was only gonna hold it so it'd slow him down.
I mean, it will. You're like within 10 feet of him, so
Yeah, it'll probably kill him, but let's find out now.
let's find out. Roll turtle damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
He takes 15 radiant damage, and you see him make. He just ignores Defect and just like try. He uses his action to disengage, and just and gets another 10 feet beyond the turtles.
Okay, so if he's disengaged, then obviously Defect can't swipe at him, but he can chase him.
Yep. Just to go through these turn orders, Trip is going to like hang back and be like, "What's going on, guys?" Nereus, Olive, anything? Greg, anything?
That archer.
Oh. I want to go investigate this body.
I was about to say, I bet Greg's gonna search the bodies.
Make an investigation check.
Absolutely.
Agarien is going to follow after Spoot, so he follows you into the, or he has followed you in. He looks at you. He's like, "Are you going to kill this man, or?"
No, I want to capture him if possible.
Understood. Agarien then runs after him, and with the with the butt of his the pommel of his great sword, he just kind of like whacks the guy in the back of the temple, and the guy crumples into unconsciousness.
I just imagine this poor guy's trying so hard, like literally crawling away. All three of us just like walk up to him.
Yep. So now we will effectively end combat.
Okay, turtles are gone.
Yeah.
I want to loot the bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's investigate those bodies. While you're doing that, I'll maybe see if I can get some information out of our newfound prisoner. Once he's awake, I'll like spare the dying or something.
Yeah, he's just been knocked unconscious. So
Let's tie him up real good first. Who's the most dexterous tire upper?
Well, you run off.
you can all figure that out. You're all decent enough at this point.
We should have advantage since he's unconscious.
You can just make a sleight of hand check, whoever wants to.
Oh.
Greg with a 23. So you find like a quiver of 20 arrows on this guy. You find he's wearing black leather armor. He's got a tattoo across like the front side of his face that is just an amorphous black blob, but it seems to go down his shoulder and like out to his hand, where it's more stylized and more like grasping tendrils in a weird way. Not like tentacly, but just like bits of like black that are like getting farther along his arm. He's got a bow that's looks to be pretty damaged now after fire bolts and various other things. Probably needs a new string before it snaps.
Fair.
It's got a short sword. It's got very like minor. He's got a belt pouch that has about 18 gold in it, and he's got a small little like rolled up parchment that you find in a fold of his cloak.
Well, guess what I'm gonna do? Read that shit.
Cool. You open up. It's written in common. And it's a little note. It says, "Dear Brand, can't wait to see you again. Miss you and your warm cuddles at night. Terry."
Harry.
You don't know if this was Brand or Terry, but...
Well, one of the two of them is going to be real sad tonight. And
All
cold.
dead. Cool. I want to look at the other bodies too. I want to look at all of them, and then I'm gonna go all CSI on this. I want to know. I'm trying to figure out, like, where they might have been camping.
Okay.
No, you froze.
Indeed, Greg has frozen.
Everyone try to reset their face to something natural after every sentence, just in case you freeze.
Yeah.
So you froze after where they're camping.
Great. I'm trying to tell, were they like walking by here on a patrol around their campground? Did they pursue? I want to go CSI.
Cool. Make an investigation check then.
Yes, please.
This could also be this. I will allow an investigation check. It also could be survival.
I would argue with Greg it's investigation.
I said I'd
Regardless of if it should be.
It could be either. Yeah, so looking around, you see that obviously this immediate area is just like destroyed with footprints and whatever. It's all just trampled down.
At their bodies.
Yeah. Focusing on their bodies, they are not carrying any kind of maps or anything, you notice. That's the first thing you notice, and a bit of disappointment. Altogether, you find about another 38 gold and 12 silver. You find mundane weapons, nothing too crazy on these guys. You do find that two of the ones that Agarien slayed had like they each had a backpack that was like stuffed with rations and like water skins. So they may have been the supply people on the mission. But you don't find anything that is indicative of a location. But you get the sense that these guys were probably on like guard or patrol duty, perhaps. But that's just based on the fact that two of them are carrying more than enough supplies for them. So they probably were supplying the group.
And
Oh no, was it me or was it? It was me, wasn't it? Ah, damn it.
Like, oh,
Uh,
now you're back.
oh, jeez,
Alright.
fucking Spectrum.
So is it basically it's like they're out on like a day patrol kind of vibe?
Or a couple days, yeah.
Okay. It's not like they're not carrying a whole bunch of like camping equipment and stuff. It was like rough it for a day or two.
Seems to be
In
the
a loop.
vibe, yeah.
Right.
You don't know if that's from some like nearby stronghold or if it's from some farther away thing. You're unsure.
Right, but probably like a day or two is what they look like they're prepared for.
Yeah.
Okay, can't be too far. I will tell the group.
Cool. You disseminate that information to your friends. Agarien helps Spoot and Defect bring back the unconscious individual all tied up.
For what it's worth, Defect got a 17 on his sleight of hand.
Wonderful. That's more than enough to successfully bind this
He just takes the
unconscious
net
man.
and throws it on him and spins him around a few times.
Cool. So you've got a prisoner. You've got an Agarien who is looking a little bit battered. Not gonna lie. You fought a crazy orc with a crazy glaive, and he did things to Defect. Defect seems to have returned to normal. His wisdom score is restored to its natural state. And that is where we will end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged, with all of its technical glitches and craziness. And we'll be back here next week on November 1st with episode 123.
Woo!
Woo. Woo indeed. Yeah. Thank you all. I hope you had fun doing a little battle. And I hope everyone had fun. Sorry so much for all the drops in service. I don't know why internet is so crap tonight. Sorry. But hopefully next week it will be better and everything will be okay. So I hope you all had fun, and we'll get to actually talk to Agarien next week and see what's going on with him. We'll get to interview a captive and maybe see what we can learn. So thank you for coming to this later stream. I hope everybody had fun.
I did. I enjoyed playing Defect.
It's fun.
Good. Well, great. Thank you, I've Got It, for being moderator and getting those bots out of here. Thank you, NYC Zom, for subscribing. And I'll figure out who we're going to raid. We'll go around and say some goodbyes. Let's start our goodbyes with the turtle with the chortle, Spoot.
Okay, yeah. Spoot, I'm not going to repeat what Jared said. Makes me shiver. And yeah. No, Matt playing Spoot. That's what I meant to say. And we've learned from our past mistake with the prisoner, we will not drag his unconscious body behind us. So, yeah, tune in next week for interrogation. Take 2.
Our strong suit.
Fantastic. Next up, we've got Olive. That's who it is. Olive. Hello, Olive.
That's me, and I continue to have excellent luck with beverages this evening and choking on my water.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can't apparently be trusted with liquids. Anyway, I am Sarah, and I have been Olive, and yes, this was great fun, and you can catch up on our past episodes on our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media of your choice, at Nuuli Forged, NUULIFORGED. Okay, thanks.
Yay, thank you. Next up, we've got Greg of the Dead.
Hello. Grig of the dead.
Grig of the Rust.
Grig of the rust. I'm not dead today. Today I didn't even get damaged.
Yay.
I'm Amber. I've been playing Grig very briefly this evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to be gone the next 2 weeks, but I want it on the record that Grig gets to be bad cop in all interrogations.
Okay.
Okay, Grig will just be frothing at the mouth and like goblin
Yeah,
moding and
silent,
clawing.
silent bad cop, glaring intensely, holding a firebolt, like lingering in their hand, twitching a little bit, you know.
Don't make me hex you.
I love it.
You'll be very less dexterous.
Like, fuck, just something you're good at. Be bad at it.
Well, that would, yeah, dexterous.
I
would-
always am like, saving throw. No, it's
Technically, you're still concentrating on the spell, I think, for 8 hours, I think it
You can
lasts.
transfer it.
Or an hour.
I can transfer it. That's right.
Yeah.
And any attack, even a slap, will do extra necrotic damage. That's how I'm gonna be
Oh
bad
gosh.
cop.
Cool.
Let's see how far the cleric and the paladin let
the
us
slap
go.
the slap might be non-lethal, but the necrotic damage not so much.
Well, better heal him up enough so that it hurts.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. And thank you all for joining us. We're going to raid Dork Tales tonight. So hop in this raid, let them know that they've been newly raided. And we'll be back next week at 7 p.m., our normal Nuuli time, on our normal Nuuli channel, and hopefully without any dumbass internet shenanigans. We'll see you next week, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Oh god, next week I'm probably not.